Greetings and welcome to the 1-6 Scale Man proudly presents another episode of You Know What It Is, man. It's Collectors Lounge International Sunday Fun Day, and depending on where you are in this world or around the world right now, I know where I'm at right now. It's rainy, it's gloomy, it snowed yesterday, and then it turned to rain. It's like, yo, this weather doesn't know how to make up its mind, but you know what? It is what it is. We are here, we are in this setting, and yeah. I hope everybody's enjoying their time. Again, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so you're always up to date as to what we got going on here on the channel. And if you don't get it, if you haven't gotten a chance, two videos I want you to check out. One that I actually put out the other day, a couple of ones that I put out, you know, and basically the theme of Black History Month. One was the We in This, and that's basically last week where we kind of went over just inclusion characters and figures that pretty much we would want to see, and I was met with a lot of really positive comments and people who basically liked the video, and I like to do more stuff like that. I was met by one individual who seemed to be a bot. I don't know what it is, but they always have a way of kind of making it in and just saying stupid shit. But they don't understand, and what people don't understand is like, listen, I control this shit. And because, like I said, I welcome constructive conversations and people who have opinions as long as those opinions are constructive. But when you're an asshole, and I will say that if you're an asshole, because like I said, you're adult enough. If you're adult enough to basically put down stupid ass comments, I'm gonna call you a dumbass or an asshole. And that's just basically where I exist. And because I control that, I can delete your comment. So that makes you, to me, irrelevant. Just want to put that out there. So anyway, if you are with the positivity here on the channel, it's not to basically take away from comments that are constructive, because they're supposed to be. And if we can have those conversations back and forth and we can shed light on our opinions and be constructive, but at the end of the day, we're still friends and cool, that's cool. But if you come in with an agenda, you will get deleted with no remorse, and I can care less about you even following the channel, because again, I don't tolerate ignorance, especially towards the people that I care about or anything. So I'm just wanted to say that point blank first and foremost. But check that video out. Also actually released one yesterday. It's basically the American controversy representation of a dream, and that was basically about Sam Wilson, Captain America. Just kind of, that was through Comic Book Talk with Friends. So definitely check those two videos out if you get a chance. Really good videos. I enjoyed doing them, so definitely support the channel by doing that. Hit that like button whenever you get a chance. Leave a comment. It's always how it is. But again, I'm not here by myself. I'm here with the crew, man. What's going on with you guys? How are you doing today? How are you?
Good. Come on,
living a dream.
What?
Living a dream, man. Living a dream. Definitely so glad to have you both here. Mandy, how was your morning? How's your or afternoon or evening? How's everything going?
It's been a nice lazy day today. We had some breakfast, watched Revenge of the Sith, which is always good. Still brings the tears. It still brings, after all this time,
Yeah.
So that was good. Walked the dog. Nothing much else really. A really proper lazy Sunday today.
Yeah,
definitely. I cup of tea, got my glass of water, got you guys. What more could I want?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, and not only those, I've got, besides the water, and I've got.
Well, yeah, I like that. I like it. I like it. Love it. Love it. Oh, you got. Well,
Morgan.
I did not know that they basically Dexter. I didn't. You know what? I haven't seen that Dexter figure in a while.
Yeah, it comes with two head sculpts. You get like a smirking one, and then you get another outfit as well, like his kill out outfit and his tools, and it's really pretty good. There's even like little seamless ankles, and it's I love Dexter, and well, not an interesting fact, but for me, because I love him so much, Michael C. Hall has the same birthday as me, so that pleases me.
Yeah, definitely.
Us serial killers got to stick together, haven't we?
You already know. You already know. So glad to have you here as always, man.
Great to be here. Thank
we
you.
love you. We appreciate you. We hope basically the rehabilitation with the elbows going good.
Still working it. I'm kind of, once I've been doing my physio, I did my physio, which takes about 3 hours a day.
Yeah.
But I get quite a bit of movement straight after, but then it stiffens up. But she said it could take up to a year to get full movement. It's getting there. It's getting there.
Yeah, so glad to have you here as always. We got X in the building, man. What's going on with you, brother?
So, you know those moments when you when you wake up in the morning and you look at your phone and you say to yourself, well, if it isn't the consequences of my actions. That was this morning when I looked at my phone and it said, yes, you've been charged $224. I'm like, for a split second, I'm like, for what? And then I realized, oh yeah, I placed a bid for the new sideshow Beetlejuice on eBay, and I'm like, oh yeah, the starting bid was $199, and so I'm like $200, because I'm not willing to pay $280 plus shipping plus tax for that figure. And I thought to myself, surely someone is going to outbid me and no, lo and behold, I was the only bidder, so I got it out the door for $224.
That's amazing.
Which it's a figure I really, really wanted. I just didn't want to pay over $300 for it from Sideshow because it comes with so little. But it is a figure that I really, really want in my collection, and so to get it for $224 all said and done is pretty fantastic. But otherwise, I'm just stuck indoors. There's certainly worse places to be, where I'm stuck in this room with all of my records and my figures and my vehicles. It's snowing out. It's raining outside. Previously had snowed, and then previously had rained.
Same thing.
So there's no reason for me to leave the house. There's no reason. It's bad outside, and so I'll stay in here where it's nice and toasty warm with all y'all. So
again, man, so glad to have you here, brother. We got 2 more people in the back here with us as well. We'll start off first. We got Low Key Collect in the building. I think he's kind of prepping and getting some things done right now, but he'll be in here in just a second.
I'm here. Just
he's here.
My room's under construction right now, so it's a hot mess in here. But
got you, bro. Definitely, man. So glad to have you here with us, man. And then we also got this guy in the building. He's a Silver Fox.
Oh shit,
Calvin. I don't know if bro, like,
yeah.
Calvin, did you look at his page the other day, Valentine's Day?
I didn't look at his page, but someone was graceful enough to send it to me. And I'm like, why am I looking at Ian's ass this morning? I'm all about my cheeks, but that wasn't the ass I was looking for.
Listen, it's like one of the wonders of the world, that ass. I'm telling
you.
The question is, why am I? The question is, why aren't I?
Bro.
As much as I love Ian,
your little face is looking as smooth as your ass today.
Oh, don't. Yes, was it yes? No, Saturday or Friday night. I done a wet shave. I don't want to do that again,
bro.
It's like Casino Royale when James Bond under the seat, and his bits are getting slapped. Yeah. That is my face.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that while you were shaving, someone was slapping your bits. It's like, okay, well, there's one way to do it. I haven't tried that yet, but I'm willing to give anything a shot.
That's quite a dangerous shave.
Bro, anyway, man, so glad to have you here too, brother. As always, man, that shit had me laughing my ass off, man. That shit was so fucking funny. I was like, yeah, he would do that shit on Bonds.
Even Lucy's dad was laughing, and then he sent me a text and they said, "Don't ever change."
Yo, that shit is fucking funny. Anyway, thank you guys for definitely being here. Thank you guys out there. Let's see who we got in the chat with us, man. We got CJP in the building. Thank you for being here as always. We got Phil Burn. I need a Sam Cap from Falcon and the Winter Soldier after seeing the movie, bro. Listen, we're gonna talk about that in a few moments here because I kind of want to bring that up as a conversation because there's a lot going on. We got my man Win 42 in the building. Thank you for being here, brother. As always, we got S Bizzle in the building. SBB in the building. Thank you for being here as always. SB hit me up last night. He's working on a project. He was like, "Hey, Leo, man, what's going on, brother? Man, I got this thing that I'm working on, man. I just want to know if you what you think about it, brother. We just talked about it." He's like, "Yeah, man, I got this thing coming, man, and it's coming down the line, but I'm just gonna do it for the American market because I think it'd be lucrative, brother. So stay tuned. Keep your seat locked. Keep your seatbelts on because it's coming." Now pretty soon he's gonna hit me up and say, "Bro, I don't sound like that." But anyway, it's who else we got? Blue Tattoo, his brother in the building. What's going on with you, man? That's my guy. He said, "I gotta get that Dexter." Definitely, bro. Thank you for being here. Who else we got in the building? We got Mitchell Lawrence in the building. Thank you for being here. My man Amir, my bro Amir is in the building, looking smoother than ever as always. Striker 47's in the building. Ren's Talent Tino's in the building. Welcome back, Mandy. Definitely. Thank you for being here. Who else we got? My man. We got my man Ray from Hogwarts Toys. If you don't already know, which we will be talking about. Good segue in here in just a few moments. Ray is definitely such a pillar in the community. Again, if you're looking for the figure of choice, you already got to know, man. And not only do you get that figure that you're looking for, but you get that cool water smelling box and also comics, everything to boot. We got Cool Water. I'm going to change his name to Cool Water Ray because that's definitely what it is, man. Definitely thank you for being here, brother, as always. Who else do we got in here? We got Paul Morales in the building. Thank you for being here, bro. We got Mark P. and my man Poulaw 89, who never misses, bro. Never misses. Always here, bro. I definitely appreciate you. Trimble Dust is in the building with us as well. Thank you for being here, man. As always, we got my man Roach with the jacket is in the building. Thank you for being here, as always. He said, "What you yawn?" He said, "Hey, sorry, up early for me on Sunday. You already know, bro. Thank you for being here, brother. We definitely appreciate you, as always." What he say? Hold on. What he say? You're getting closer. Still needs work. Brother, thank you for being here as always. His hair is looking good. Yeah, you got the mohawk. He's starting it off. Here we go. As always, bro. Thank you for being here. Now, before we kind of dip into this, man, do as always, like I told you each and every week, starting off with Ray, since Ray is actually here. Do want to give a shout out to where we actually get these figures from each and every week, as we always do. So definitely got to give a super duper shout out to my man Ray over there at Hogwarts Toys. And this is Hogwarts Ray. Like I told you, if you're looking for the figure of choice, not only do you get nice little care package with your figure, but you get comic books, stickers, and I guarantee you the box, as he actually eloquently displayed on his page, Cool Water. He's going to start spraying boxes down with Cool Water. He did get that cologne, so definitely I can't wait. Again, let me refresh this because sometimes I never refresh, but I want to actually refresh here to see what we got new coming from the page, because Ray always got something going on over there. As you can see, he does have that Pirates of the Caribbean Jack Sparrow. Iron Man is over there. He still has the Batman standard 3-0 Fallout figure. Anything that you were looking for, he got it. You see that Supergirl. He has everything that you were looking for to proceed to rock, as always, man. So definitely, I think I got a care package coming from him pretty soon. Got to wait and see, but definitely, man. Appreciate you, Ray. Thank you for being here as always. Also, got to give a shout out to the other Ray. That's my man Ray over there at Underground Figures. That's my man Ray. Every day, all day, Ray. Not only do you get the again, you can get the figure that you're looking for. No NRD. Shipping and handling is definitely reasonable. Sign up for his newsletter so you are always up to date as to when your figure is going to be coming or arriving, because he wants to keep you definitely in it now. Make sure you create an account, because you never know when he's going to have free shipping, but also discounts on the figure that you're looking for. So definitely hit Ray up. Been rocking with him for a while now. You tell him I sent you over there. He'll definitely take care of you. Make sure that you have everything that you need. Also, got to give a super duper shout out to our guy Jacob over there, Comic Relief, Comic Collectibles. If you're looking for the latest and greatest, he'll definitely take care of you. Make sure that you have everything that you need, not only just comic books, 1/10 scale, 1/12 scale, anything you're looking for, he got it for you. And he'll make sure that you are taken care of. So go on over there, tell him I sent you. He'll take care of you. Last but not least, we got to give a super duper shout out to my man Brian Wong over there at Maju Space. Maju Space. Again, I have the mono in here, but he has different assortments of collections. Now we got two clients in here as well, a couple clients in here as well, that have also collected or actually got these pieces from him, and they can actually tell you it is something to behold, and it's really, really done well. So definitely hit him up if you're looking for an incredible display. He'll definitely take good care of you as always, man, and as he always does. So definitely, I want to move into this really, really quick. We got Bobby D in the building. Thank you for being a happy Six Scale Sunday. How y'all doing, man? We also got Second Brother in the building. What's up, family and panel? So glad to have you here, bro. It's always good to see you, man. As always, I want to kind of slide into this real quick because this is definitely important. Got a chance to see this over the weekend on Friday. Or no, Thursday night. Going to see it again, definitely. I'm going to see it as many times as I can because I'm supporting for the culture. And I'm gonna tell you like this, like it baffles me, bro, and I'm really surprised for people to basically say that, and some people that I've actually seen, and it's hard to say that it's not an agenda. It really, really is. It's hard to say that it's not an agenda. For you to basically say that this is the worst, one of the worst movies in the MCU, and you put that in the same, and you're putting that on a level of a Thor: Love and Thunder. You're trying to tell me that Thor: Love and Thunder was better than this film? You got to be out your damn mind, in my opinion. Now that might be your opinion, and that's fine, but it begs a question. And X, I want to ask you this because I said this kind of yesterday. Do you think, and it's not far-fetched, and people would probably say that I'm reaching, but I'm not. Do you think the conversation of this film would have been totally different if Chris Evans would have still been involved as Captain America?
I believe that had Chris Evans been in this film instead of Anthony Mackie, I believe that Chris Evans would have been granted a certain level of grace, I would say, and they would have probably given him, I wouldn't say a pass, because let's face it, when Chris Evans is on screen, Chris Evans, he brings it. He does a great job as an actor. But I do believe that there were people who were going into this film missing Chris Evans. And the fact that it wasn't, going back to what I said earlier in the week, that it wasn't what they wanted, and they knew going into it that it wasn't going to be what they wanted. And so setting themselves up for disappointment before they've even seen the film, before they've even seen the film. So rather than, seeing the film for what it is, they go into it with a certain level of expectations that there's no way they can be met. And let's face it, for years and years and years, we had Chris Evans. Well, things change. The Snyderverse goes away, and now we have the James Gunn, universe for DC. Chris Evans was Captain America, and now Anthony Mackie is Captain America. So I do believe that had it still been Chris Evans, people probably would not have been as severe in their critique of the film. I think people would still critique perhaps the structure of the story and things like that, which is perfectly fine to do. I do believe, though, that there's another layer to this that has a lot to do with the fact that we are talking about a new Captain America. And anytime you do anything that's new, well, let's face it, whether it's Star Wars, whether it's Batman, whether it's anything, it's new. And people are automatically hesitant to embrace it. But the long and short of it is, yes, I do think that there's, and to varying degrees, I won't say that it's outright, hey, it's because Anthony Mackie is X. But I will say that it's because Anthony Mackie isn't Chris Evans, if that makes any sense.
And I appreciate that, bro. I definitely do. But I will say that partially some of that is, and especially from an American standpoint, and in the eyes of America pretty much run by a divisive situation, whereas inclusion is always an issue. Because on all levels, we have heard already, this is the woke version of Captain America. I've seen it. I've seen it so many effing times, bro. I've seen it so many times. And to me, that it is a very pathetic aspect. Anthony Mackie's a black man who's basically wearing a suit, which was in a rendition of what people would deem American standard, or would deem something that's representing America. And I said this yesterday. What Captain America has always represented was the American, or what the aspirations of the American dream should be, and what America should be. Not what America is currently, but what America should be. So to basically say that he represents this country right now, in the way it is right now, it has always been. If you basically going back historically read Captain America comics, he's always pushed, back towards the narratives, whether it was hypocrisy, whether it was racism, whether it was basically how a person has been judged. He's always pushed back towards that. You know what I mean? Dictatorship. He's pushed back towards that. And I think that that's what people are missing. But there was already a target. That's why we got that comic, Not My Captain America, that was written. You know what I mean? It was a book that was definitely written because they knew the current climate and they knew where it would actually be at this point. So to see that fleshed out on screen, but also to basically see that book was written because they knew in modern times that's what this character would face. And that's what Anthony Mackie is facing right now. Bro, come on. To say that this movie is terrible is a stretch. It is a stretch. To basically say that, you are reaching, because this movie was not terrible, bro. Was it extraordinary? Was it amazing? No. There were certain things about it that, and I'm not going to get into spoiler territory. There were certain things about this movie that you can see needed some touching up. And you can see that there were scenes that might have been missing, things that might have been cut out of the film. But with that said, it was still enjoyable. I even heard somebody say that the combat was lackluster. No, the hell it wasn't. The combat was on point. It was incredible. You know what I mean? The movie was incredible from that aspect of it. But again, bro, it was going into this film, it was, and basically going into its release, it was already set up for failure. Number one, because of how people feel about the MCU. But number two, how people feel about Captain America being black, plain and simple. And they just don't want to say it. They want to pamper it up and say it from a totally different aspect. Yes, the movie has certain things that could have been changed, things that could have been added. And we get that. But to say that this movie, I'm sorry, in my opinion, to say it was worse than Captain America, or Thor Love and Thunder, come on, bro. Come on, man. To say that this movie was basically worse than Quantumania. Come on, bro. You're reaching now, in my opinion. And I just hate the jargon back and forth. I hate the jargon that I'm actually seeing from a lot of content creators, bro. I hate it, bro. I really, really, really hate it. But at the same time, I know I can't change people, and they're entitled to their opinion. But when your opinion is blatant, it's blatant. The things that you're saying is blatant. That's what I have a problem with, bro. Anybody else in the panel see the movie?
Not yet. Next week for me.
Yes, I've seen it twice.
Wow.
Exactly. And what were your, not spoiling it, but what were your thoughts about the movie, bro?
Okay, so saw it with a friend on Friday night, even though that was Valentine's. Lucy's awesome. He's a big
even after the butt cheeks, but yeah.
Hey, listen, when you have that peachy ass, you get away with murder. That's all I'm saying. No, so
I ain't never known a woman to do anything for some ass like that. I could be wrong. Maybe since college, maybe it's different, but I ain't never known that.
Listen, we don't take you seriously. You have a TV on your fridge. You're in a different world, So
yeah.
No, so my opinion slightly changed from Friday to Saturday. So Lucy wanted to see it on Saturday. So
yeah.
On Friday, I was distracted by somebody that was in the cinema, probably autistic, who was talking and dancing and doing the fighting thing. So that was distracting. So I had an opinion of somebody that I think was a little bit misplaced. So I'm going on this by the Saturday when it was a bit more normal. for me, Leo, it was a 6 out of 10 movie for me. I think
that's fine, and that's a reasonable rating.
I love Anthony Mackie. I think he's phenomenal. I don't get the narrative of him not being Captain America. I don't get that at all. I think the casting was really good. You know, I like certain characters. I don't want to say because they go back. His head wasn't like in the comics. I actually liked what they'd done with that. There's a lot that I liked. The one issue that I have, and it was today, and I actually wasn't going to come on today because it pressed my button. So, am I okay to mention something that I've seen today from a fellow or another YouTuber that I find?
You can.
Do it.
I'll
Do
be
it.
respectful. I won't
can.
be. I
You
won't
can.
name. I
You
won't.
can.
So there's a character in the movie who is Israeli.
Yep.
And
Sabra.
I'm being very generic, and she's been called out today by saying, yes, she had a condition, which was cancer in her kidney from my research when she was 2 years old.
Yeah.
Slightly stunted her
growth.
height.
Yeah.
There's a big YouTuber today that called it spina bifida, and this is what triggered me because one of my school friends, she's got spina bifida.
Yeah.
I've known her since she was 3. It's impossible for this female to have spina bifida. So you've thrown this out, you've slated something, you've thrown a narrative to her height, to something. She's actually not that much shorter than Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And here's the thing. I'm also wary of DEI because I see the full circle, Leo. We've talked about it. I've seen I just want people to be put in the roles for who they are. But I tell you what, after research, I didn't know who she was. She's had kidney cancer when she was 2. She's came through that. She's Israeli, where you have a conscription. She was not eligible for that because of her medical condition. So it makes me think of Captain America, Steve Rogers, right?
Yeah.
That
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Yep.
And then she put herself forward for voluntary IDF, Israeli Defense Force. That tells me character. If you want somebody to play a role, wow. And then you're trying to bend something around this. I know I'm being vague, but that pressed my button.
Yeah.
Because I've got a friend with this very serious condition that I've known all my life, and you've thrown that out as a flippant way to get likes or something, and there's no foundation. Listen, I'll tell you a story. I was 8 years old. I got suspended from school from a bully who bullied my friend Katrina. It was, it pressed my buttons today. I wasn't sure I was going to come on today. Anyway, but the movie, I was a little bit disappointed. The acting's great. I love Anthony Mackie. I just think if anybody's thinking I hate this world because I want a day that we just see each other as fellow human beings and religion, skin colour. I don't care. What I did like was that they tried to round out the celestial. Yeah.
They kind of brought that in and they kind of sewed that up.
Because that was a big talking point. So I'm glad about that. There's things I liked. My issue is I think the directing was a little bit not so good, and the writers, man, I think it was the writers that let it down for me. I just saw disjointed narrative. But was enjoyed. It was okay.
And you know what? You bringing that up, it brings me to this point as well, because that was one of the things that initially caused the rewrite of the film, was because she's Israeli, and the pushback that they knew that they were going to get from not her being Israeli, but Sabra the character in her history. You know what I mean? And the comics and what she represented, which they felt as though would have pushed the buttons, or pushed the narrative in a very negative way. So there were a lot of rewrites surrounding the character herself. That's why, if you think about it, they didn't really go into too much of, yes, they basically said that it was Sabra. They added that she was part of the, Red Room Widow project. So again, they took certain liberties, the way they did. But there you can, and that's why I said in the very beginning, there were certain things about the film that were kind of cut and spliced in a way that they, with the amount of reshoots. And here's the thing, I hate the simple fact that the media has to find out that there were reshoots, because then basically people take that and they formulate a narrative around that to say so many negative things, not knowing that if you know about entertainment, if you've gone to film school, if you know about directing, if you know about editing, if you know about casting, if you know about these type of things, in every film since the inception of filmmaking, all the way back to Lawrence of Arabia, or in films that were, there have always been reshoots. Always, since the very beginning, there have been reshoots. They do this. It's nothing new. There's reshoots that are definitely scheduled. It's nothing new. Some of your favorite films have gone through like several reshoots. So that narrative right there is just kind of like, come on, man, you're reaching in that aspect of it. I'm not saying that this movie, I'm defending the movie because it wasn't bad like people were saying it was. It wasn't this dumpster fire like people are saying it was. Was it a 10 out of 10? No. Captain America First Avenger wasn't a 10 out of 10. And if you basically look at the audience score and the audience rating, this was a 78. That film was a 74. So this is what I'm saying. Like, come on, man, stop reaching. But at the same time, even if you didn't like the film, I just hate the way these motherfuckers are pushing this narrative, bro. And like you said, you gave a perfect example of the female who, again, I think her name is Haas. Is it Shara Haas?
Shira Haas.
Shira Haas. Again, her condition, having that kidney cancer, that pretty much stunted her growth at a very young age. Her trying to enlist in the military, but being denied because of that. It speaks so much about the character of Captain America. That was a great point, bro. And why her involvement made sense. Yes, she was short. I even told Toya when we were watching the film, I was like, yo, she's really, really small. But did that take away from the enjoyment of the film and the character itself? No, because I think she did a good job of what was given. And I just left it there, bro. So I don't know. Calvin, did you see the film?
I saw like 1.5. I caught IMAX and I caught it again in Dolby, but I got called out to work. So I caught about half of the second time in Dolby. I enjoyed it. I put it at 7 out of 10. There were a lot of plot holes that kind of bothered me and kind of took me out of it every so often. And a lot of you could tell where the splicing and the difference of storylines kind of bled together. And so that kind of turned me off a little bit. But otherwise, I enjoyed it.
Leo, can I say something? So, KG,
I was about to bring that up. Yeah.
KG, I absolutely respect where you're coming from, but I don't think that we should not put somebody in because of a certain thing, because then I feel like you're being oppressed and that goes against my grain. I think we should bring things up to talk about in a adult manner. Otherwise, we can't move on. I think about Malcolm X, and I think if there's many things in my head, and I'm like, I get what you're saying, but for me, no, because we need to move on as a society, as a humanity, the way we are just now. If we say no, you shouldn't do that, don't think we can progress where we should need to go.
I don't think, bro, like saying something like that, and I get it, and I understand, because again, with everything that's basically going on in the Middle East, between them and Israel, everything that's basically happened from that aspect, though, and I get that. But if the actress had been placed in this film and you knew nothing about the history of the character, and if nobody basically brought that to the forefront,
it's exactly
that's how
the
I'll be
same as
going in.
Gal Gadot, right? Gal Gadot, her movies aren't shown in certain countries. So, yeah.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just
There are
because of
certain
the
countries that
nationality?
refuse to base. Yeah.
Because she's Israeli.
Yeah. That there are certain films that they refuse to show in certain countries because of their nationality. And I get it. Like, listen, I can't hold the person responsible for what's going. That's just like basically saying that. And I'm gonna say this, and literally I say this because I just want to bring up a point. Regardless of how she feels, I look at the character. I look at certain characters and what they portray on screen, and I understand that it's basically a trigger point when it comes to just the treatment of certain countries, and I have my feelings on it, but I don't kind of get myself into it, and it's mainly because of my religion. I don't talk about that. I talk about it amongst me and Toya and anybody else who's within that circle. I don't talk about it live because it's a very sensitive subject and it can become really abrasive and heated. But when it comes to the character, if we knew nothing about the character, if nobody talked about where she was from, and even knowing where she's from, why should that hinder the cinema and the cinema experience? Why should that? Why should a person wear a person? Because here's the thing, and I'm gonna tell you like this: how I feel about the treatment of Africa, the Congo, what's going on over there. Am I going to say that there's a certain actor that shouldn't be involved based on their country's involvement with my ancestors? Am I going to pick no? Because they have nothing to do with their government and their government's attempt and their government's agenda. That's what I'm saying. I can't say that one person is responsible for an entire nation because they might have certain feelings themselves. I think that portion of it that's not really fair. You know what I mean? That's what I feel. But it is what it is. I kind of wanted to bring this up because, and Mandy, I don't know, have you seen the film at all?
No, I want to see it this week, but going what you were saying, this might not be a 10 out of 10 for you, Ian, or, for anyone else, but there might be a little black kid that goes and sees this, and it could be his 20 out of 10. There might be another little kid that sees this, and this is his Captain America or her Captain America, regardless. So, I haven't seen any of the reviews. I tend not to look at them anyway, because it either pisses me off or, I don't want it to take me, or I wouldn't want it to say it's a lovely little film. Then you go and see it and think it's not a tearjerker, Ian. And then you go and see the film. Yeah, Ian? Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you. But
so I just...
Sorry to interrupt. Can I just say something that's really important to me? Endgame. Steve Rogers passed the goddamn torch to Sam Wilson. He is Captain America. Get over it.
Bro.
And he's a really good Captain America.
People are scared of change, aren't they? Right. Do you know what I mean? like they are changes, like ooh, but
we're terrified of change.
Because they know what they know, and that's their safe space. But
if this is a tiny spoiler, so if anybody's watching just now and you've not seen the movie, for 30 seconds, put on mute. Right, Leo, you might not agree with me. I wanted to see, I expected to see Captain America take the serum to fight the Red Hulk. I wanted it. I personally, I know you might disagree, but I wanted this because he's demonstrated the characteristics that he's good and all the things that Steve Rogers done. He's equal to me. I wanted this,
but the reason why I didn't want it is because it goes against the principles of the character in the very in general. It goes against what he basically represents, and because of the simple fact that the main reason, and I want to bring this up real quick because this is something that I think we need to look at, and I made references to this yesterday on my video, because if you want the source material is here. Captain America, who is the new Captain America. Okay, so this is Captain America number 25. This is when Steve Rogers, and this is basically after the events of Iron Nail. Iron Nail was a character who siphoned the super soldier serum from Captain America, from Steve Rogers, and made him, or turned him back into old man Rogers, old man Steve. So that happened, and then this happened, which was when he passed the mantle over to Sam Wilson, and how Sam Wilson became Captain America. You know what I mean? So again, this is a book that was written. The source material is here. So if everybody, the naysayers, and say no, this was here. This is how it happened, and this was something written, and it was in the books. Now, everybody talking about Bucky should have been Captain America. Steve wasn't the one who passed the shield to Bucky. It was Iron Man who passed the shield to Bucky, because at the time, Steve Rogers had presumably died. He was shot and murdered, which we found out later on. There was reasons for us to believe that, but that's not what actually happened. But it was Iron Man, Tony Stark, who gave Bucky the shield, because he felt as though America needed to know that there was still a Captain America. The world needed to know that there was still a Captain America. So it's two different scenarios, right? So people really, really need to understand that. It was Steve's decision to give it to Sam Wilson. So this is something that did happen. This is source material. But there was a reason why Sam did not take the super soldier serum. There was a reason why he refused to take it, and one of the reasons why Cap gave him the shield was for that reason alone. It's because he didn't have the super soldier serum, but what he represented, the level of respect that he gave him because of what he represented. So I understand what you're saying. It would have made for a definite knockdown, drag out fight, even though Red Hawk still would have beat the shit out of him. I'm sorry, because he would have whooped that ass still. You know what I mean? That's the only serum or not. He would have whooped his ass.
So, Lil, I agree 100% what you're saying, and this whole thing is about character. Steve Rogers, Sam Wilson, it doesn't matter. They've demonstrated who we think Cap should be, or in my head. But when it came to it, so, right, I'm facing Red Hulk. I need to take the serum. Mm-hmm. I want that fight. That's where my head's at. And I appreciate that's maybe where we differentiate, because he is Captain America and he's demonstrated everything that Steve Rogers is to me. But take the serum and make it a bit more believable fight, because Red Hulk's smashing him all day. Excuse the pun.
Yeah, definitely. Dan said this movie was nowhere near as bad as people have said it. No, it wasn't. Yeah, I agree with that. The plot barreled straightforward without many, if any, reveals. And there were certain things about it. Second Brother said problems that people don't have respectful conversations to have an understanding. But when you're not affected, it's easily ignored and bypassed by some people. It's just all a real conversation. Yeah, definitely. I'm glad that the Celestials finally were. Yeah, basically, yes. We got a chance to see that. I love Cap. I can't wait to see it. Let me see here. We also have Windman. I didn't want that at all. In no way does Steve Rogers' version beat the Hulk, just using his super strength anyway. And he laid the idea that Sam will never do that in the series on TV. Definitely. Let me see here. Sam is Cap. He earned it. Definitely he did. It's a flimsy argument I heard yesterday was, well, he wasn't Cap very long. So, yeah, that's crazy. Look, if your issue is race, you don't care about the comics or anything. You just hate the person carrying that shield. Hell, people were really thinking that they changed the Hulk into a woman. Yeah, crazy, right? In the MCU, people know Bucky as the Winter Soldier and gets triggered. That might also make people second guess that if he's chosen as the next Cap. Definitely. It was so silly watching a normal bloke in a vibranium suit try to take on the Bloody Hawk. Lost all sense of logic. Also, Red Hawk wasn't fiery enough. 6.5 out of 10. The only thing that it basically here's the thing, especially with the Hawk and the way they basically did the. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but which again, we know that even becoming the Red Hawk, Thunderbolt Ross maintains his personality.
Yeah.
He's a strategic. He knows how to beat people, and they didn't keep that in there. And on top of that, he is OP in the comics, literally OP. They dumbed that down in the film like they always do villains. So that was my only setback from this particular film. There was no way in hell that Sam Wilson could beat him, literally by himself. No way in hell. I'm sorry to say, but there's no fucking way in hell he could have beat him. But I mean, I know they took liberties. It is what it is. Look. At the end of the day, bro, and I say this, and I say this kindly, go see the film. For everybody out there, go see it for yourself. Draw your own conclusion, but don't go into it based on, these narratives that have actually been created. And for God's sake, man, like literally keep the political bullshit out of it. Just go into it to enjoy a film. Yes, they tackle certain things that they didn't sew up well. Like they did attach some political themes that they didn't really go into. I wish they would have, especially the relationship of Sam Wilson with keep forgetting Isaiah Bradley. That Isaiah Bradley story was important. It was highly important, and they didn't flesh that out because again, they were willing to slap him in prison based off of suspicion. Now, definitely he did give you reasons to believe, but at the same time, if a little bit more research, and automatically they said that he was going to face the death penalty. So there were certain things that they could have whatever, but they didn't. They took liberties. But go see the film for yourself. Press X, what did you want to say, bro?
I was just going to say, I hate that W word where people are, it's woke, it's woke, it's woke. Because a lot of the people who would say that this is woke would also say that X-Men is woke. In which case, certain things have flown right over your head if you think that X-Men is woke. But if anyone comes to me and says that this film is woke, I'm going to come back and say, is it because the Hulk is red? Is that the reason why you think that this film is woke? Is because the Hulk is red and you prefer your Hulk to be green? And if they tell me anything other than that, they're going to have a real hard time explaining away their position. But this film was not perfect, but this film was fun. It was a fun film. It was a good Captain America film. Anthony Mackie and Harrison Ford killed it in the role. And was it perfect? No, but then how many Marvel films have been perfect? Seriously, of all the Marvel films, how many have actually been perfect? There have been a lot of 6, 7s, 8s, 9s, sure. Some people would say Endgame was a 10, but some people would disagree, and it's okay to disagree. But I would say go into it, take it for what it is rather than what you may have heard going into it. Don't look at the reviews going into it. If you are serious about watching a Captain America movie, or just you want to watch a Marvel movie, you want to watch a good comic book movie, go see this movie. And then afterwards, if you didn't like it, feel free to come at me. But no, if you want a good time with the movies, a good comic book movie, go see Brave New World. Yeah. If you don't, stay home.
Plain and simple.
Leo, here's my point in this. You brought up Isaiah. I'm intrigued about this because I see it from a different that this is something that they could build a Disney Plus TV show from and then go and build. I don't need a movie to fill in all the gaps. I like the intrigue. So there's a relationship here in this MCU that we don't know, you could put into a TV show and then build his backstory, and that could be quite cool. I like that. But
I think what I mean by that is, though, if the intent was never to expand on that story, then I feel as though him as a character shouldn't have been in the film in the first place. Because
I get that. Yeah.
Because you're introducing a character that is an extension of the show, and a lot of people were making the remarks that it felt like it was season 2 of Captain America: The Winter Soldier. I didn't mind that, to be quite honest, because I quite enjoyed that series. But what I'm saying is, you introduced the character, and there was opportunity. I knew they basically used that as a plot device, but also it wasn't really, and I guess it was explained, so they did kind of tie it in based on the fact that at one point he was in prison, and there was a lot of experimental shit happening to a lot of prisoners, so they did explain that. But the thing is, because of what he went through, because of the simple fact that he had feelings about Sam Wilson picking up the shield, becoming Captain America, that dynamic between the both of them, if you're bringing that character in, then you're going to touch on certain elements. If that wasn't important enough, then I feel as though that he shouldn't have actually been in the film. And they could have used, because, and the reason why I say that is because we know that in the film, it wasn't just him that was being brainwashed. There were other soldiers as well. You could have kept that narrative and kept Isaiah out of it. You know what I mean? You could have did that without Isaiah in the film, but they used it for a specific reason. I don't know if it was just basically some cut shit or cut scenes that were there that could have explained it a bit more, but they didn't. I don't know. But I thought in general, it was still a film that I enjoyed. I definitely enjoyed it. And I would employ people to actually go out there and watch it. It wasn't as bad as Thor: Love and Thunder. It wasn't as bad as, and I say that, and I don't give a fuck. I hate it. And I hate Thor: Love and Thunder. It wasn't as bad as Multiverse of Madness. I mean, not Multiverse of Madness, because I love Multiverse of Madness. It wasn't as bad as what is it, Quantumania? How they did Kang and that. Come on, bro. But it wasn't as bad as those films. You know what I mean? So for people to basically say that, now you're reaching. Now you're definitely reaching. And I don't understand. Here's the thing, bro. It is blatantly obvious to some when so much criticism is targeting this film. People will try to say that, no, now you're throwing a race card. Motherfucker, it's there. Because it's not basically just this character. The race card is on pretty much everybody. I basically even heard people say shit about Joaquin Torres, which is a new Falcon in the movie. And it was all surrounding race. That shit's terrible, bro. That's why the W word, the W word was thrown in it. I ain't talking about Wu-Tang. The W word was basically thrown in this fucking film and was thrown at it. It was terrible, bro. It was terrible. Anyway, just want to move on from this. Again, go see the film for yourself. You know, if you enjoy it, you know, let us know. If you didn't, we'll be talking about this more in a spoiler-filled conversation tomorrow. On Comic Book Talk with Friends, because me and Vinny saw it and we definitely had our feelings about it. But you know, definitely we're going to have those conversations tomorrow. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I kind of want to go into start talking about some of the releases last week so we can get through that really quick. Starting off with this one. Now, this is basically, which it kind of surprised me, and some people were asking some of these questions about Squid Games seasons 2, Song Ji-hung. You know, basically the character from the show, and we were kind of surprised that they were going this route with Squid Game 2 as releasing certain figures. Which I'm happy because you're getting something different. But and I guess my question is, and this is what I'm thinking, can you think of any other character? Well, I can think of the guards. They can probably do the guards, and they can do the lead character, the villain in the film as well. But was anybody, I wouldn't say surprised, but were you a bit curious as to where they were going with this? Was anybody else curious about it?
I've never seen a Squid Game.
You never seen it?
No, I've never seen it.
You didn't see season 1?
No.
Do yourself a favor, sir.
Why season 1? Why season 1?
Yeah,
it's fucking dope, bro. I ain't gonna lie, it's fucking dope.
Like if I watch season 1, will I want this figure?
Probably not.
No.
Well, okay, but I've only heard good things about Squid Game. I'm just slow to watch anything on television because I don't have the patience for television. But that being said, no, I have been told on many occasions how good Squid Game is, and so it is on the list. I just need to find time and sit and watch it.
Yeah, you got to watch it, bro, because it is good, bro. It's super dope. It is. It's dope on so many different levels, and it's a very emotional journey. But it'll keep you on the edge of the seat, bro. Like every episode is a palm sweater, bro. Your hands get sweaty, bro. It's phenomenal. I didn't know that they would actually do figures from the show. Well, they did, because third-party companies have actually done the I think it was like the guards or the soldiers from the actual show itself. But I didn't know that Hot Toys was going to go ahead and say we're going to tackle this shit, and they surprised me, and it was a pleasant surprise. But I'm just a bit curious of where they're going with it.
It's a beautiful head sculpt, though, isn't it? Look at that.
That's the soul. Yeah, it definitely is.
That's what we need. I mean, we're not going to get those, are we? But you
I
could
don't
buy
know.
these and you could do
An
a custom.
I know, bro.
Here's my issue with this. I love this show. I think the first series was great. This head sculpt is phenomenal. We can all appreciate that unless you're deluded. I think they should have given the gravitas to season 1 because it's something unique and it set things up, and in my opinion it's better than the season 2. So
yeah,
I would have rather them said, and I'm really relating this back because I'm biased. I want somebody proper licensed doing the original Ghost in the Shell, and they're doing these other things.
Yeah.
Go back and do this original. Give the original source material the gravitas.
It is weird that they've done
that's where
season
my head's
2. That is, isn't it? When you actually think about it, why have they just pinned it on season 2?
Yeah, for me it should have been season 1.
Yeah.
I honestly don't get this. So, but it looks fantastic. I'll not buy this, but it looks phenomenal. But give the platform the respect.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think that's where it should go, to that original content and
season 1.
Do that season 1.
Season 1, because season 1 had so many characters in it that you basically connected with, bro. And on top of that, season 1 was basically award winning. It set the stage. It gave so many of the actors in that show like opportunities. A lot of them won awards. Like season 1 had it. Yeah, it was dope. Season 1 was X. Watch it, bro. Definitely watch it, bro. Definitely.
I mean, I guess with all these pre-orders, we're all going to need to participate in the Squid Games. In order
Pretty much.
Do you not have a game show in the US? Is it called Beast Games? You've got something this, but it's like not as life and death thing. It is. It's Beast Games. I've seen it on Amazon. Beast Games. It's a tame version of this. If the chat's there, piling, but it is. Yeah, they do these things, and it's not as severe, but it's like, you remember the TV show The Amazing Race? There's that and the Beast Games and combined. But I love the concept of this. It's really good. But
they got this new show called, it almost reminds me of this now. It's called Extraction. I don't know if everybody's seen the previews for that, but it sort of reminds me of this, where people are watching behind the scenes and they make the decisions on whether or not they want to pull their family members out of where they're at right now. It's just crazy. But yeah.
Leo, sorry, can Amir's comment?
What'd he say?
It's called Life in America.
Oh, this is true. This is true.
That's one reason why I haven't watched it. I'm like, it's a little too close to.
No lies told. No lies told. Definitely no lies told there, bro. Definitely no lies told about that. It is called Life in America, man. There's no lies told. Definitely. But Mandy, I kind of agree with you here, and we got cheating ass Dan here in the background. He's gonna be coming here in just a second. You haven't seen Dan in a while, but we know he's been moving and doing some things and
We've missed that sniggering.
Yeah, who is this guy? Who is this guy?
Yeah, you already know, bro. So, but yeah, I agree that if anything, we should have gotten this at least this figure. At least they could have gave us this figure. If any other figure else, they could have at least gave us Master Soul, man. I would have, bro. Come on, at least this figure, regardless of how people feel about it. I think he was one of the dopest parts of the show. I love this character, man. I definitely
there were some great characters, and the Jackie was good. You know, it was. Looking back, maybe people won't be so sort of harsh on it. There was only one bit of the Acolyte that I really didn't like. I wasn't so keen on the singing. If I'm being really honest, it's like no singing in this. But you know, I can let that one slide. It was a great show, but some brilliant characters that would have made ace figures. But
definitely. What's going on, Dan?
What's up, guys? Been a while.
Yeah, bro. Are you in a new digs right now?
Nah, not yet. I'm crashing at my parents' house until the new digs are ready. But shouldn't be too much longer. So we'll see how that goes. But you know, it's been a while. I've been fucking busy as hell.
I feel you.
Haven't really been paying attention to the collecting world, but I saw this though. This was pretty dope.
Is this something that you would be interested in, bro?
Definitely interested in. Not sure if I would, you know, I'm not sure if I'll get it yet, but I'm just glad to see Hot Toys do something different than Marvel, DC.
Yeah, definitely.
You know,
and Dan, Leo, this for me is really important, that the diversification on collecting is important in terms of picking out, because Sideshow they were really good at doing the cult collecting, and I like that. It's not just Star Wars, DC, Marvel. I like them throwing certain things in, so I appreciate this a lot.
Yeah,
and I want to see more of it, because it will bring more people into the 1/6 collecting community. So
yeah, definitely, bro. I would actually employ people, if you haven't seen the show, man, definitely watch it, but let me know what you think as far as the figure is concerned. Like, if this is something that, you would get, if it's an interest, if it's a high level of interest in this, let me know, man. Because like I said, I don't know where people fall on this, but it is, I'm not going to get it because like I said, it just doesn't fit the scheme of what I'm looking for. But yeah, just let me know what y'all feel basically in the comments below, or if anybody's going to actually tackle this. Some people might get this, Bob Dylan, so they can use the head sculpt to create a Master Soul. So you never know. It's how it happens, Bob Dylan. You know what I mean? So just let us know. Now I know what figure that I am excited about. They did introduce this last week finally, and that was the Superior Spider-Man figure. If you're a Spider-Man fan, if you're a Spider-Man 2 fan, here's the thing. I didn't get every figure from this line. I canceled the Venom because it was just way too big, and I couldn't have that in my collection. Like, it just, nah. Especially when they released the more comic accurate, I was like, okay, that's where I'm at. I'll stick to that one. The one that was out in the game, I was like, yeah, no, I'm cool. I'm good. But this suit right here is definitely incredible. It is the Superior Spider-Man. I know it's not the iteration. It's not necessarily the iteration that we got from comics, but it is a dope suit. I do like, and this will probably be the only figure that I will use with those legs because it, definitely is incredible. Calvin, are you getting this piece, bro?
Which is this? Sorry, I'm across the room. What is this? That Superior Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Undecided. I do want it. I love black and red color schemes. So for that reason alone, and the storyline behind it, I definitely want it. But Lumi would kick my ass right now, right? If she saw my room. So I'm
right.
Eight figures in boxes right now that I still need to get to. So
yeah,
add to it. On top of everything else coming in, don't know yet. Undecided.
Gotcha. Definitely gotcha. Anybody else on the panel looking at this saying, yo, I'm interested? Dan, what do you think about this piece, bro? Is Dan here?
You're on quiet, mute.
Shit, my bad. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on this. I've been saying I was gonna pass on it since it came out. So, yeah.
You said you was gonna pass on it since it came out.
Yeah, I just, dude, like, I can't have like 30 Spider-Man in my.
This is true.
In my collection, dude.
This is true.
I have to draw the line, and a lot of the time. So, yeah, it's definitely cool. I like it. I definitely like the story behind it. But yeah, dude, I can't collect everything.
All right, cool. No, I get it, bro. That's just the way a lot of people are with these, man. You can't have them all. That's why I canceled a lot of them, for real, bro. Because I couldn't. Like, I that's why I didn't get the 2.0 advanced. I didn't get Miles. I didn't get the Venom. And even with the what is it? The anti-Venom suit. I didn't pre-order that. You know what I mean? So it's just too much. Like it is. I don't want to do it treat it like I did the first game, bro. When I got all of them, I'm like, yeah, why? You know what I mean? They're dope, but I got the ones that I really, really liked. But still, you know what I mean? I get it. X, what do you think about this, bro?
I think that we're over here talking about Spider-Man and Bloomer is nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
What the heck? And actually, he just showed up in the chat, which is pretty great. I'm like, yep, we're talking about Spider-Man. I'm sure his ears perked up.
Yeah.
I really love this design. I think this was in Spider-Man 2. This was one of the alternate suits, I believe. And I used it a bit when I was playing that game. That was one of the only games I've actually 100%ed with Spider-Man 2. That game is ridiculously fun.
Yeah.
But no, Spider-Man is not for me. I mean, if anything, if I were to get into Spider-Man or the Spider-Men, I would go for the original 3 film versions, which I have yet to pick up, and then go from there. So it's one of those rabbit holes that you could have a whole collection that was just Spider-Man, and there are just so many of them going back, going forward. And they're not going to stop making more Spider-Man. But I do love the amount of shelf presence that this has. I'm sure it's going to take up a significant amount of shelf space, but the legs on this look absolutely dangerous and incredible. So I can't wait for the people who are excited for this to get it in hand.
Yeah, no, I get it, bro. Definitely. I definitely agree, bro. But I'm getting this thing. I cannot wait. I love this suit. I love just basically how it looks. But again, I pick and choose when it comes to the line itself, and what makes sense for me. Ian, what's your thoughts on this, man?
Oh man, this. Do you know when you tighten your lanes and then there's a figure pushes things a little bit? I love Spider-Man. This suit is goddamn amazing. I love everything about this. And as a collector, I'm thinking, right, how will I make this work? Rather than, we've been all collecting for a long time, and we think about the here and now, and we don't think about how things would look. This figure's so good, I'm thinking, how can I make this work?
Yeah.
So, I 100% I'm going to pick this up, but not right now. And I've got an idea, and with probably my favourite Spider-Man suit. It's not yours, Leo, but the classic suit. It's dear to my heart.
No. The classic is my favorite suit. That's the classic suit is my favorite suit. That's the one that I would never part with. That classic Spider-Man suit is my favorite, bro. It's my favorite. Ever since they basically brought it out, it's my favorite because that's the Spider-Man that I'm highly connected to, is that classic suit. Yeah, no, I'm right there with you.
So this is, man,
it's stunning though, bro. It is.
This is just aesthetically, it's amazing. The story behind it. I didn't read this comic until a local friend said what happened, and had to read it.
Yeah.
And like, oh yeah, I'm invested in this. So I'm going to pick this up. I just don't know what I'm going to do with it right now. But my goodness, we are spoiled as collectors, because for me, this is phenomenal. I love this. I love the legs. There's honestly, this is just phenomenal, and I don't want to enable anybody here because I'm fighting.
It's dope,
I'm
bro.
fighting with myself right now because
Ian, I didn't ask you to come on here and make me feel any more about this damn thing that I already do. All right, wrap it up, bro.
Great shots as well.
Listen, I've not pre-ordered, bought 3 figures this weekend, and I'm like, I'm going to push it when Lucy gets home and she finds out. She's going to whoop my ass.
She's going to whoop your ass, bro.
Come on, name them. What were they?
I think he's into that, so you might like it.
Oh, so I will say, so everybody's got an issue with going back the way. I will say it, right, if it's right. So I done 3-0 Ghost in the Shell. Ghost in the Shell's a big thing for me in terms of me working in Japan, my whole ethos. And the 3-0, I was not sure, and I regretted it. I worked something out with a local collector. I'm really happy, particularly with the damn toys figures coming out. I'm going to do a shelf I'm really happy with. Yeah. And this is probably going to surprise people. Captain America Endgame. I didn't collect that. I adore that. But I wanted to limit how many Captain Americas that I have, but I can't pass that up because it's one of the most iconic cinematic things I've ever seen. So picked that up, and then from Toys and Fire I bought Iron Man Mark II diecast 2.0. There ain't no way I'm letting that go. That was always going to be down the line. So these are the things that I don't pre-order, and all paid this weekend. Douche.
Nice.
Oh, and then a couple of other things, but you know, I'm scared Lucy's watching.
Nah, man, like this is definitely one. You know, if you know the history, the storyline, even though they didn't tackle it, you know, it wasn't really too much in the game, but
Look at it, Lil. Can I ask you a question? Would you like to see a story arc of this in live action?
No, because they won't get it right. No. I would rather see it in an animated type of situation, but not in live action. But I don't, because the one thing that the MCU just doesn't get right is their treatment of villains. Number one, they don't do it. They don't know how to basically handle it. And to tell this story, you would have to tell this story over issues. This isn't something that you can tell in one film. This is something that you would have to tell in multiple films. And the MCU, I just don't trust them with this particular version, because they will not get it right. They'll try to overstuff one damn film just to tell the story, and it won't make sense. So no, I do not want to see it. As much as I love this story of Superior Spider-Man, I don't want to see it in live action because they'll fuck it up. I just don't have the confidence level in it. I'm sorry, but it is just the way it is, man. They won't. They'll fuck that up. And it's not because woke, because woke ain't got shit to do with it. Please find a new word for 2025, motherfuckers, please. Can you? There's plenty of words in the dictionary. There's other things, especially know the definition and the true meaning of these words. But I digress. I don't want to see this in live action because they just don't know the treatment. They don't. They really, really don't. So
a new word for 2025. A new word for 2025. I've started using the F word a lot. Yeah. So that's the word I've adopted for 2025.
My new you know what is that's it, bro. Anyway, I'm definitely going to get this. Let me know out there, anybody out there is going to get their hands on this. Mandy, I don't know if you're interested in this particular figure. She's like, nope.
Nope. I've got 4 Spider-Mans. The only one that I would really be tempted to get would be the Toby one anyway, because he was my Spider-Man, but I do love Tom Holland. He's my favourite.
Yeah.
Game-wise, don't have a PS5, so comic-wise, I'm not a massive comic reader. I've got some graphic novels, but nothing majorly deep. But the figure does look amazing. And I've seen a few with legs, but if I was getting one with legs, this would be the one, just because I really like how it looks. And like Calvin was saying, the black and red suit, it really pops, doesn't it? Always. Yeah. I've got the old advanced Tom Holland black and red, and I still love that, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, too many Spider-Mans for me. Like Iron Man's, too many.
Got you.
Is it Spider-Mans or Spider-Men?
Spider-Man.
It is Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. Like Superman. Yeah. It's always Superman.
Yeah.
Does it sound right though? Anyway.
Yeah, let me know, y'all, in the comments if you're going to get this, if this is going to be a figure that you're going to. I want to move into something else different. Like I said, interest of time, I want to kind of get past these as quickly because the toys waiting. We got to go to the store. Sorry, we can't. We're not doing. Sorry to disappoint people out there, but we're not doing Target right now. We're kind of boycotting Target. There's reasons behind that. So we just, as much as I would want to go, we can't go. But anyway, kind of want to move into this
more
phrase right. Yeah, bro, we're boycotting the motherfucker, man. We're not. Here's the thing, and I want to give a shout out to Renz Talentino on this one because he knows that I was looking for this particular figure. I did miss out on the first one, but I actually quite enjoyed this one more. A lot of people might disagree, but I enjoyed this one a lot more, and it's one that I wanted to have in my collection. And that's SW Toys. This is now, of course, if you don't know, this is Cassandra Nova. They've definitely given it a different name, but I love this figure because they actually one of the first third-party companies in a while that decided to do this particular figure, but then also add purrs, and they killed it. It looks fucking incredible, and they also went the extra mile with this one as well. I'm gonna show you in a minute. I love the way this looks. I love the detail in the head sculpt. It looks just like Cassandra Nova, just like the character. It is definitely not bad, bro. But also, bro, look at this. This pose right here is dope. I love this. But bro, this and it's seamless. So they gave you a seamless body on this one. So it definitely looks good. But also, look what they did.
Mm-hmm.
They give you
the killer.
They give you the Deadpool head sculpt with her hands reaching through it. Yeah.
That's so good.
That is fucking
brilliant.
Incredible. Incredible. Like they actually do that with this figure.
Look at that.
Bro, look at that, bro. Look at that.
Damn.
Actually get a bit ningy. It made me get a proper ningy in the film. It's like,
listen. I thought, would Hot Toys release this figure? I'm not sure. And then this came up, and I'm like, holy shit.
I've not even seen this killed yet.
Yeah.
If this was Hot Toys, everybody on YouTube would be screaming, going, oh, look at that. This right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, bro.
Just brilliant.
I wasn't sure if I would buy this figure as much as I loved her in the movie and the character.
Yeah.
This,
bro,
that's getting bought 100%.
What is this retailing at?
But think
it's on you can get it through Kit because Kit has it up right now. Yeah.
But how much is it going for?
I'm not sure. I think it's like I don't know. I'm not sure. I gotta look it up.
Without delivery, I know it was 170 something. But there's another company at the same time, ADD Toys. And it looks awful. It's awful.
Yeah.
It's awful. This is great. The fact that they've been bold enough to do that with Deadpool, I'm worried that will we get it? Because this is bold.
Yeah,
well
bro.
done.
This is super dope, bro. Like
Hot Toys will do it now. They've seen this and they'll probably do it.
If they didn't have the Deadpool thing, but now I've seen that 100%. I'm getting this. I'm promoting this all day long. I need this, want this. This.
Bro. Ren sent this to me, and I didn't see it at first. He was like, "Yo, this is definitely better," and I pulled it up, and I was like, "Oh fuck, okay." And then I got to the Deadpool head. I was like, "Yo, get the fuck out of here!" Like,
the tailoring looks pretty good too.
Bro, the tailoring looks dope. The fingers on this, bro, like they made sure that she has the long fingers with this. They didn't hold back. Like they killed this, bro. It looks
photos
good.
and the poses are brilliant. They're just spot on, aren't they?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And it's seamless. So you definitely get this the pose that the natural poses on this one is going to be phenomenal. I loved her character in the film. I did.
Brilliant.
I loved her character.
That actress is incredible and so versatile.
Yes.
Like we were saying, she played Lady Diana.
Yeah. She did.
Which is just like, man.
God.
Look at that, bro.
Look at this. Look at this display that you can have. This is amazing.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
they killed this, bro.
Amazing.
They literally killed this, bro.
Makes Deadpool even better, doesn't it? Look, it's so good.
And what I love about this, bro, is if you even look around the seams of her, the seams to the neck of the seamless body looks so well done, like almost hell, like you can't even tell that it's there. But they did such because they have it higher up on the neck that you can't really tell. But this shit looks fucking good. It does.
Think about this as a third-party company, a low-end company, and they've done this. I think this is fantastic. As a collector, love
these third-party companies recently. They're just
love
this.
Yeah, it's pretty
So
dope,
much.
bro. It's pretty dope. Ren showed me this shit. I was like, motherfucker, bro. Like, why did you do this, man?
Hey, Leo, you better put a disclaimer on this show because I think we're going to enable so many people.
Bro, like straight up, if you are a Deadpool and Wolverine fan, and the thing is, I was been wondering, I'm like, well, it's $1 billion film. I was wondering if, and Hot Toys, it's not to say that they can't, that they won't do it. It's just that so far they beat you to the punch with this. You know what I mean? And like Dan said, the tailoring on this motherfucker looks good. Like it really looks good. And I've definitely wanted to have a Cassandra Nova in my collection, and it looks good. And the purrs, bro, they give you the rolling eyes as well. So you can get so many different characteristics from this piece. I think it's incredible. They killed it. I'm so glad, shout out to Renz again for finding this for me, bro. He said, I'm just a messenger. Bro, you're more than that. You're more than just a fucking messenger, bro. And you know it. You enable motherfuckers and you do that shit on purpose, bro. Hey Calvin, can I show you something real quick, bro?
Shoot.
So I put out a challenge in Figure Flex Friday. I said the challenge for next Friday is for people to recreate the Super Bowl halftime performance with Kendrick.
Shit.
Look what Renz did. Look what Renz did. Renz did for the Hey Drake. Look what he did, bro. He used Lilo and Stitch, bro, with the ice cream to say "Hey Drake," bro.
That's
No, the fuck he didn't.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did, bro. Yeah. Oh, bro. Been laughing my ass off ever since, bro. Like, yo, Renz is not good, bro. He's not good, bro. Like, he's not a good person. Bro, yeah, bro. Shout out to
Leo, you're saying Renz isn't a good person. Look at Philly. He's saying Ian wants an exclusive hand wedged in his perfect ass. There's something wrong with you, brother.
Fucking.
Is he lying though, Ian? Is he lying?
No, it is perfect.
Yo, Philly's in the chat?
Yeah, he's in the chat.
Let me give him a shout out. My man came through for me. Got me an Artisan Joker.
Oh, did he?
When it came through for me, so appreciate you, bro.
Oh, he found you one?
Yes, sir.
Oh, word. Okay.
Well, he found one and offered it to me. He didn't find one because I wasn't looking for it, but as this community loves to do is spend money. So, you know, but I accept it gladly. So appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
Yeah. Philly does his thing as always. So definitely want to give him a shout out. Do want to talk about this too, last but not least, of course, if you haven't already, know that this is up for pre-order right now. You can actually go ahead and get this finally. We know it's actually up through Kit. If you haven't already pre-order it fast, because it's only going to go up until a certain point in time. I think it's what, the 28th, or what is it that they said this is going to end? I think it's pretty soon. You have up until a certain time to actually cop this. Again, I'm so excited about it. It looks good. Again, another third-party companies. These third-party companies are killing it. They're giving us the figures that other companies won't. That base looks fucking phenomenal. So you're definitely getting that. Everything that comes with. I got Uncle Keith in on this, and he said he enjoyed it. He loves the show. Yeah.
What is this? What is this from?
This is Blue Eye Samurai, bro.
Oh, okay. I still haven't watched it, man. I gotta get into it.
God.
You gotta
so good, Dan.
watch
so good.
Kick him
show,
off
Dan.
this panel right now.
Dan, you gotta watch it, bro.
Jesus.
Dan,
I'll start it tonight.
Honestly, phenomenal.
Bro, you'll start it tonight and you
show.
won't want to put it down, bro. Like you started tonight, you won't want to stop.
Netflix, yeah?
Yeah.
Listen, Leo said, should we talk about this? And I'm like, what are you talking about, Willis? This is like unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
All right, man. I'm gonna watch it.
So good.
It's an amazing show.
I co-sign on this one, bro. Yeah, make that happen.
Make that happen, bro.
It's proper jaw-droppingly brilliant. It's just like that.
It's phenomenal.
My Lucy, bro. I was watching it. She came in and she was watching, and she was like, "This is fantastic. Put next one on." So it was like, "This is ace. Really, really good. Amazing."
Yeah. It is. It's definitely dope. You gotta watch it, bro. You definitely gotta watch it.
How they scaled this to here's what I really love. This figure, they've taken the animation and they've put something in that's really nice. Sorry, Mandy. Mm-hmm. I'm saying this is really nice. The head sculpt is lovely, and it's not too serious how it is. Yeah. I just think, what a figure. And I've got experience from VTS Toys. They make good figures. Just so if anybody's not bought anything from them, they really do.
Hopefully these are all die-cast, just figures. Like the Jin Sakai.
Yeah. It is. I think the sword is die-cast, bro.
Yeah, because I have their Ghost of Tsushima figures, and that thing is amazing, dude. Resin base. It's like a statue base. Yeah, great stuff.
Rarune, the Maverick figure, Top Gun, the Maverick movie that they've done is fantastic.
Yeah. This figure is everything, bro. I cannot.
She'll fit in with the Jedi collection really well as well. You know, like she's so Jedi.
Do you know how some
give her a lightsaber? Yes.
You know what? I've already planned something. I've always I want to make something like a combination of a lightsaber and a sword.
Or give her the dark saber.
She could take that easy, couldn't she?
Oh.
But she needs her own. Because she's going to be my Jedi.
Right.
Or he. It might be a he. Dan, it might be a he.
Right. Some companies scrimp on the base layers. They've shown, if you've seen the animation, the strap around her chest, they build it up. A lot of companies would ignore that.
Yeah, they went ahead and did it, bro. They basically did it. And watching the show, Dan, you'll understand why that's there. Like
first-party companies would ignore that kind of detail. Third-party companies have been killing it with the level of detail
Yep.
That they and the level of accessories, the number of accessories that they give with figures.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Dexter, I got X. You get this with it. I'm not gonna. You get blood slides. I put them in with some flipping. I did waste my time and put it in with the. Let's see if I can open this without dropping them. But you get like a box of blood slides. It's phenomenal. They've
X,
all
I
gone
think you
up.
might as well just go and get this figure, bro. X, you might as well just go and get that, bro. Go and handle this, bro.
it looks damn good. It just looks damn good.
Yeah, you know you want to go and do that, bro. Go and
You
get that
know,
figure.
like
real quick,
yeah, if I can bring that in.
Oh,
a
it's
bit.
Dexter. Dude,
They've-
I
yeah,
wanna get
they've
that
all-
figure.
They've
I
all
wanna get that figure
fallen.
so bad.
Let's see that
Honestly,
Dexter real
the
quick.
level,
Let's see that
the
Dexter.
level of, hang on. It doesn't look great in light, but when there's a little bit of darkness, you know,
Oh,
and
yeah.
even but they give
Got
you
the
like
ankle
seamless,
We,
seamless
The
ankles, the
ankles.
bottoms of the shoes, the other head sculpt that comes with it. Yeah, I've got this here, and plus the second set, you get the tools. You get, hang on, the smirky one.
Mandy, I'm
Yep.
still convinced that's Angry Cum Man.
Well, everyone needs one of those, don't they?
Hey, X.
We've got to lower the tone, Ian.
You might as
It's
well
a
go and get this
Sunday.
Playboy. Go and get this Playboy real quick, bro.
Oh,
Go
look
on,
at that. Look at the hands on it. Look at the
X.
paint on the hand.
X, go and get this, bro.
I like the detail on the wood, like the wood scabbard.
Hey,
That
listen,
looks
look at
great.
that sheath.
Oh,
Yeah, X, go and get this Playboy.
It's a nice wood.
You might as well go and order this, bro. I know it's not something that you would normally get in your collection, but you might as well
I
go
mean,
and get this.
I did order a Beetlejuice this morning, so I figure
Exactly.
I've
Good
stepped
lad.
outside of my lane just enough to allow in
Go
other
and get this, bro.
characters.
Yeah,
And
press
this-
X. Which one though?
Go and
Which-
get this, bro.
Which one did I order?
Beetlejuice?
I got the sideshow one because it's the
Good.
younger
Yep,
version, and I figure I've seen enough people mess with the hair in a way that I'm like, okay, I can get the hair to where I need it to be. I'm kind of bummed out because it doesn't come with like a diorama base or anything like that. So I get to create my own diorama base for my Beetlejuice figure. So I've got some pretty good ideas to make use of the. So I want someone to come into my room, look at it, and go, "Nice fucking model." And if they do that, then I'll be a happy man.
It's a good choice. That's the best choice.
X,
Far better
you're-
than the Hot Toys one. So
you're-
we
You're
can
not in the
remain
right
friends.
place, bro. We can talk about that all day, but we're going to talk about this real quick. Go and get this, bro. You might as well just go and get that. I don't want to hear nothing about another figure.
Okay,
right
if we
now,
want to
bro.
like
Go get this figure, bro.
set up a GoFundMe or something for this, I would be
Yeah.
happy to.
it's not a terrible
bro.
price, this one. It's
Yeah,
really
it's
not
Go and
bad.
get this figure, bro.
How
Not
much
at
is
all.
this?
It's like
How much
I think if you put like the $40 NRD down on it, you get it's only $200.
Oh, so it's $240 total.
It's $240 total,
Yeah,
but that's part of the
it's
NRD.
really low.
Yeah, but then it's
That's
only 200.
still better than what Sideshow is
Exactly,
trying to do for that
go
Greedo.
Yeah, go and put this down, bro. You might as well just go and get that, bro.
All right. I'll think about it.
Do you know what?
Go
The
on,
only
put that
thing for me,
That
I
wasn't me
would
laughing.
like,
I was saying, yeah, bro.
I would like a proper hat rather than a plastic one. I've got to find one of those in 1/6 scale.
You're
Yeah.
right.
Oh, Mandy, you so high maintenance. You want a proper bamboo 1/6
do.
scale hat.
If not, I'm going to get my
I
shrinking
love
machine
that
out.
endeavour.
Yo, Mo,
I
I'm telling
will.
you, bro.
I will find it. I'll ask Bob.
Yeah, well,
We'll
you can
sort
send
it.
me that one too.
Mitchell didn't like it, but Mitchell's hard to please, bro. Like for some reason, Mitchell, like you'll catch every so often that there's a show that he likes, bro, or something that he likes, but he's really particular about it, bro. Like Mitchell, man, he's a meanie, bro.
Special shout out to Rins, who just sent me the direct link to this figure for pre-order on.
Yeah, go get that, bro.
Thank you, Rins. I appreciate that.
Hey, so you guys
Always
said this
looking
was
out
a
for me. I
limited-
appreciate that.
you said this is
So
a limited release, right? So when is the window over for this?
The window for this is over, I think. I don't
At
know if
10
it's-
days time.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got time. I was worried.
Yeah,
it would be
you
like
got time because there's a window for this, and there's also a window for the Cassandra Nova as well.
All right.
So
Check it out,
definitely.
bro.
Yeah, I might as well go and get that.
Yeah, X, go and order this, bro. Go and take care of that, bro. Don't get that.
As I share my screen and you all watch me add it to my card, you're like, do it.
Yeah,
you can't really miss this X. You can't. Not when we've all got ours and we're all playing together, and you'll be like standing on the side, like little tears coming down because you haven't got.
Plus, the photography on this is going to be fucking phenomenal. I can already tell it is going to be phenomenal to see it straight up.
Well, now that Mandy's put it in my head to give her a lightsaber, that would be like a Star Wars Visions. It could fit in my Star Wars display as a Star Wars Visions character.
As long as you've got the sword hilt, and then you put the end of the lightsaber in, then you can put the lightsaber connection in.
Mitchell said, "I'm old school. I'm a hard critic." Yeah, bro, you are, man. Like, bro, you're like Cisco, and you're worse than Cisco and Ebert, bro. Like, straight up, though. But nah, definitely, it is a figure to get, bro. It's one to actually have in your collection. You'll enjoy it. I cannot wait. When I saw this. Dan and Renz, guess what arrives? Guess what finally arrives on Friday, bro? My Superman, bro. Like in our BBS finally gets here, bro.
Dude, I still gotta do the video on that, man. I've been lagging. Well, it's done. I just gotta edit it, dude.
It finally arrives, bro. It's been a while, but it finally gets here, bro.
Hey,
I've been waiting on it.
Hey, if you need help changing the hands, let me know.
Is the hands that bad, bro?
I mean, honestly, bro, not for me, but I know some people are kind of struggling with it. But I be cheating, bro. I do.
Yeah, I wish they would have used fucking the magnetic wrist pegs, bro. Like that
wouldn't have helped it.
It wouldn't have helped it.
Nah.
Fuck. I saw, you know what? But somebody did, and I saw this, which is an ingenious idea. What they did was they molded metal pieces for wrists, so it's a thin sheet at the top, but it's like a metal post in it. I think there was a magnetic piece that they created, to whereas on the tip of the actual wrist peg, they molded so it just slides in. It still gives you the articulation, but it's magnetic. And I was like, yo, how did you really think of doing something like that? And yet you would have to do it for every damn figure, but it was effective. And it almost even made the wrist seamless the way they did it. I was like, yo, that's an incredible job the way they did it. But yeah, I know, like, you can't do that shit for everything. Nah, it ain't gonna work. Anyway.
Just quickly, did you guys see? Hang on, let me just send it to the Collectors Lounge chat. Not this one, the one on Insta. The re-hairing of the Supergirl. I've just sent it into the
Yes.
Oh my days, that looks amazing. I've put it on the Collectors Lounge Instagram.
I hit up. So what I did was I hit up Tina. Sorry about that. Gotta put some respect on her name. I hit up Tina because what I want her to do, I want a version where it's not the short hair. I want it where it's longer, where she's pretty much aged, like she's getting older. And so I hit her up to do it, and she showed me some renderings. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God.
Seeing that this morning, I thought of you, Lyle, and it was like, man, it looks so good with real hair.
For people who have that Supergirl, and as much bullshit as people went through with that fucking figure is phenomenal.
Amazing.
I saw it yesterday by Phillies. That shit is mine still in the box. So I saw this yesterday,
bro.
Then I saw that picture this morning. Now I haven't reached out to Tina for anything. That might be my first one,
bro. The figure is fucking phenomenal, bro. Like, hats off to Hot Toys on that. As much shit that they gave it with the head, people gave it with the head sculpt, which I knew they were going to fix. No wonder that shit.
The way they stitched that cape, though.
The cape is the only gripe, because the stitching. When you pose the cape, I would suggest I'll give you an example because I have this Superman in front of me right now.
Don't go crazy.
Hold the back of the cape like that. Hold it at the top and just pose the bottom, but just hold the top so the stitching doesn't move, because it is really fucking light. And on top of that, with mine, Dan, up around the neck, the collar piece, it's sticking up a little bit too.
Yeah.
So the way they did, how they did that cape was kind of lackluster, but the figure itself is fucking dope, bro. It is fucking dope. If you have that, it's phenomenal. It is. But anyway, digress. I'm pressed for time. I got to get out of here because Toya is going to get pissed. She told me she was pissed last week because we had to go somewhere and we didn't make it out of here in time. And she was pissed, but she didn't say anything to me. But she was pissed. Yeah. So we're going to get out of here. Anyway, thank you guys for being here. I would go around and ask everybody what they got going on. But again, I'm definitely pressed. Thank you guys for being here again. Follow all these guys' channel if you get a chance, man. If you follow Instagram, follow YouTube, whatever. Friends, thank you for the assist in making sure that X got that figure, man. So definitely, I appreciate that. Definitely, man. Hey, I
always appreciate a little nudge.
We want our friends to have. I like that, bro. Come on, man. There it is, bro. Like that's what I'm going. I do like that, bro. Anyway, we want our friends to have some nice things. There you go, man. Appreciate that. But thank you guys out there for being with us this week. We will talk to you guys again next week. Disco Lights. We'll talk to you guys in Insane Channel next time, man. We are out. Gotta go. Talk to you guys later. Peace and love and all that good stuff, man. Have a good time.